10. 350. 371. It does, yeah, that does seem better. And I'm just gonna go interval. I've been throwing too little disc here. Just trust that the fade's gonna happen. Yeah, I mean, if you don't have to birdie, that's just the throw you need. Should be up there, outside chance at birdie, but should be an easy par. All right, YouTube, welcome back. We're now in the back nine, still at Red Mountain South. If you didn't see, go back to my last video. We're talking all team finish line, all finish line stuff, purpose of the team, the goals of finish line, you know, from my perspective as a part owner, you know, again, have a little bit of context. So go check that video out. Here, we're on the back nine. Got Ron out here, so you're gonna see him a little bit. We are doing Q&A all on the personal side. So let's jump in. All right, so probably the question that I get the most, I'd say on the personal side, is how I met Drew. So the short version of the stories is I was selling some golf clubs on Facebook. My, you know, previous life, even still piece of my life here was all in the golf industry. I was selling some clubs on Facebook Marketplace. Some guy, Drew, I had no idea who he was. The name was like no significance. I had just gotten into disc golf like a week before. So just kind of still scrolling the tubes, come across a video of him and Brodie Smith, the video here. I'm sure all of y'all or most of y'all have seen that too. Go check it out. It really helps with distance and throwing and understanding the mechanics. But I had watched that the night before I was gonna go ship the discs. And then I realized, wait, this is Drew Gibson that's trying to do it. I'm getting into this disc golf thing. Let's make a trade for some discs. First, he was a little apprehensive. He was on the road, didn't want to do it because he was, you know, wasn't gonna be able to get the disc to me. I wasn't in a big rush, so we did a trade. And then, you know, we ended up meeting on the golf course a few weeks later when he had a break in the season. And I don't want to say the rest is history, but we became really good friends. And it all led to, you know, a lot of what you're seeing now. YouTube, I'm gonna have to show you the disc. One of the discs that he gave me in the trade, a bunch of really good ones. But he had this orange, let's see if I can do this on YouTube, this orange Team Innova stamped Destroyer. Got it from Ricky specifically for me, and I had no idea what that disc was. Came out here, threw this in this gravel pit, totally beats a crap now, which I hate to admit, but it's just kind of a funny story. So, you know, again, part of the journey. This is an unorthodox stance here. Made it. Oh, that would have been electric. The funny thing is too, is Drew, we met in the parking lot at Alta Mesa Golf Course where I was a member at, and has this box of discs, and he's handing them to me. He finally gets to this, not this orange Frisbee, and I just grabbed it and threw it in the trunk. I was like, that thing's pretty cool. Why is there like a wings on it? I don't know what Innova or Innovia, I didn't know what any of that stuff meant. And the look on his face, I knew I did something wrong, but he was a good pal and didn't make me feel bad about it. For those of you that know me, y'all know that this tee box gives me the absolute heebie-jeebies. I slip on dry tee pads. You put some dirt, some water, anything might happen. So another personal tidbit. I sucked it up there. Needs a skip. Okay, a little wide, but decent pull for me. One of the things that happened that was pretty funny in my eyes is that I go to, you know what, so again, I meet up with Drew, we do the trade. We're both like, okay, we're, you know, both cool, get along. He needs a place to stay. So, you know, again, had a little bit of room in the house, let him, you know, stay while he was making his little AZ swing, bounce it back between, you know, Arizona and Vegas. But he asked me to caddy for him in the Shelly Sharp. I didn't know what to expect. Again, my background at this point is purely golf. So you're talking caddy bibs. You're talking, you're talking caddy bibs. You're talking yardage books, rangefinder, course notes. So I'm asking him like, hey, what do I need to do? Like, I need to come prepared. Like, do I need to bring my rangefinder? Do I need to shoot yardages? And he has to stop me and laugh and just goes, bro, I've played and thrown this hole thousands of times. Just, you know, stay there, stay quiet more or less, you know, in a respectful, nice way. Just kind of stay out of the way and just be there to just chat, keep them loose, and so we can play good. But to me, very funny, totally different part of the world, and just something that, you know, again, I didn't know what the difference in dynamics would be between, you know, pro disc golf and how good and you know, what they're expecting from a caddy versus maybe what you see like out on the PGA Tour or, you know, high elite, you know, level amateur play. All right, not ideal here, but somewhat framed up. Oh, all right. Par. Our hole 12, 360. I'm going to rally. So far, that's terrible. Sit. Dang, that's bad. Hello, sir. Hello, sirs.
You gotta send me money if you want me on your video like that.
I know, I'm gonna blur you out. I just want to show you where you don't want to throw from in 2 holes time.
Yo, I got 2 people sending me tempos.
Do you? I know, I asked, I was like, hey, could anybody got a Proton one laying around? Need it. Quick little tap-a-rooney. All right, so another question too, how long have I been playing? What's my intro to disc? I kind of told you with Drew, and obviously that was, you know, kind of shortly before he won Vegas, but I started playing disc in 2020, so COVID discer. Hopefully that doesn't, you know, make you think any less of me. You know, again, came in, thought it was fun. A mutual buddy of Ron's actually, you know, kind of invited me. We both work together. We still do work together today, actually. I wanted to do something when it came, you know, COVID, office shut down, trying to figure out what to do with our, you know, more or less free time, or how are we gonna get outdoors with COVID and everything. And so I tried to get him to buy golf clubs. Turns out golf clubs are significantly more expensive, at least on paper, than what these are. But again, I've probably rallied, I probably have rivaled what golf clubs cost in terms of what my investment's been. So I don't know how well that trade worked out for me personally, but I know that Logan definitely made out. But yeah, that was my intro to disc golf. And, you know, again, haven't really looked back ever since. I love this as something that I get to do on some free time. I love that this is something that, you know, again, keeps me active, keeps me outside. All right, hole 13. I was making some birdies and then I kind of slowed down, but easy to do on this backside. So it's 381. I shouldn't be able to get an error there. Been throwing this forged air for a little bit. 6 stamp. Probably a little too high. The line is good. I think it's gonna be just a bit too short. Threw it too much in the air. Yeah, again, I think what you see the flight of disc, and for my personality, I like shooting guns. I like playing golf. So I like the idea of there's kind of a setup to what you're trying to do. There's the act of doing it and then seeing the flight, seeing the result. So that all funnels in here. First time out, buddy had me throw like a Brinster Destroyer. Then he had me throw something super flippy. Can't even remember the name of it. But the fact that a similar feeling distance driver were doing different things hooked me right away. So for me, like why I've continued to play, what I love about it, you know, getting outside, enjoying the weather, hanging out with buddies and community, like that is for sure up there. But the kind of the techie things that you can, you know, again, try to execute, and the fact that you can never like really be too perfect, you can always be getting better, is something that I really like. And so that the flight of disc, that's what keeps me in it. All right, probably circles edge putt, maybe 25. Oh, I did everything but give it the height. Oh, normally the second guy is good, but I'll take a par on 13, probably every day of the week. Hole 14, 375, quick score update. Again, if you didn't see the front nine, where I'm talking all finish line, all team finish line stuff, I shot 4 under, which is pretty good for me. I think 9 under is my best here. If I shoot 3 to 5, I normally feel pretty good about dinner. Even par so far from what you're seeing. So need to get some birdies. This is a good hole to get a birdie on. I wouldn't say it's one that I always get, but a little headwind should flip this interval, get a little turn for me. Too much turn. But it's fighting. It's not gonna be a birdie unless I can throw something in, but still good to see the fight. Nothing to write home about here, not pretty, but a little upward chance, little tempo. Yeah, just chipper on up there. All right, 15, 280, that's not right. It's more like 255, yeah. So this is that tempo again. This is one that if you throw it hard, it does want to fly pretty straight. Not saying I throw hard, for the record, but that's what I've heard. Oh, and I crank it over, get a kiss off the tree. Outside look for birdie. Yikes. Another frequently asked question is what do I do outside of disc golf for work? I work for a software company. That's kind of my main deal. And then I also have a couple other side smaller projects. One's in the golf space. So, you know, again, in my last video, I said that I, you know, still in the space. So I do build shafts for woods and fairways. I do some other custom work for locals. So I have a, you know, handful of people that, you know, still come to me. But again, in my previous life when I was in the golf business, I did teaching, fitting. I got out of that, went over, well, I did some teaching and then I worked in the golf shop. Then I went over to the fitting side with PXG when they were brand new. Got out of that, but kept a lot of industry contacts. So I did a lot of, like I said, custom work for wood shafts, driver shafts, and then some grip, you know, grip lie, etc. So I do some of that, and then I also have a small little pickleball brand. So it's fun. I'll link that stuff below if you're interested. But those are some of the side projects I have, along with Finish Line, and then, you know, again, obviously outside of what I do for my main job. A little straddle guy. Maybe. Oh. Hole 16, 345. I feel like it's more like 350, 360. I'm gonna go interval. Gonna be 2 inside. Oh, did I run out of birdies? YouTube, not our best work. Making just a bunch of pars. Try and give you something here. This is forever away, but I'm gonna just try and float the glitch in there. 2 nose up. Another par. Here's that upshot. Sick. Hole 17, about 385. Yellow interval. Gotta pump it. Make a birdie for y'all coming in. I don't think I threw it far enough. Yeah, I'm gonna be in the little wash. A little tombstone action. Let's go. Told you I was gonna get one. So it's kind of just outside of disc completely. What else I'm into? I mean, it's really just running around the kids and family stuff. Like I've got young kids, and so starting to get into sports. So those keep me pretty busy. Three boys, one into soccer. A couple others are into soccer. One likes kind of bikes, another one likes you know, basketball. So it's kind of a mix. So we're still in the phase where we're testing stuff out, but. Yeah, I mean, staying busy, running around them, kind of, you know, outside of work, outside of disc is what you'll catch me up to. All right, good plan, good plan. All right, YouTube, if you made it, 9th hole of this side, hole 18. It's probably about 400 feet. What is it? Probably about something like that. Short of that. See, it's in my mind. Everything's further. 435. Okay. So again, try and thump this gun. Purple Era. I think it's gonna be a little less flippy. Or sorry, a little bit more flippy than the yellow one. Yep, there's the turn. But it's fighting. Skip. Maybe no skip, but that might have had the weight. Felt like I kind of hit that. A little tip Ron gave me, keeping my elbow up's helping there. A little bit lower, I tried it there. Past the basket. Debating whether this hole is really 435. It is probably that high 3s, maybe right around 4. But let me see if I can make this. Circle 2 putt. Hook up. Oh, better effort than, if you saw the last putt on 18 here, it wasn't good, so I had to give y'all a run. All right, YouTube, with any luck, if I can make this putt, this will be the end of it. 5 under, 1 under on this side, so not as much magic. But again, go to the front 9, check that out if you want to know more about Team Finish Line or Finish Line. This one was all Q&A about me personally, favorite disc, things like that. Let us know. Go in the comments. Let us know what you want to see, and we'll be with you in the next one. Peace. If this is the first time to my channel, or you haven't seen or you haven't heard yet, please like and subscribe. Reason why you're going to want to subscribe is at 1,000 subs, we're about 30% of the way there, a little bit more than that potentially. You're going to get a disc golf basket, this guy, Dynamic Disc Recruit Basket. Really solid. I'm gonna ship it to you. You know, again, as long as you're sub by the time we hit 1,000, you're gonna be in the drawing, and we'll make it happen. We'll definitely be posting about that too.